Hey everyone, Robert Smith again, coming to you with a quick video about Google Maps. This isn't necessarily a deep dive into Google Maps and what it is, but what I've found some useful uses of Google Maps are, especially in the commercial business, and you can also use this in residential, is to find some information about a property. You can look up some historical information. You can specifically look and see who was in the location previously and what some uses are. So one way specifically that I've used this is exactly that. Not only can I see who was in the location, but I can also look up some of the reviews, what people thought about that business, and see if it was actually a location that if I listed a property that I could pitch to those types of corporations and companies. So specifically, we're going to use our office address just because we obviously know where our office is located. And what you can do is you can click on this layer, this little screen down here in the bottom left, and you can decide what type of view you want to see. So they've got some biking trails, they've got transit if you're trying to see if what kind of public transit is available to your location, especially whenever you're doing some listing information. You can say, it's on the bus route or there's a high traffic count. You can actually pull up a lot of these things, but specifically, you can click here to more. And you can click on Street View. If you wanted to take any of these views off, if you just click it, it's going to take that off. But what these little blue lines indicate, it's actually going to show you, that's going to tell you where the Google car has ran. So you can see specifically for our complex, it hasn't ran all the way around all the buildings, but you can see where it has been. Anywhere on this blue line, you can actually click on it and be able to go directly to the street view of the property. And you can always click this off if it's impeding your view. But if you just click up and down the map, you can walk up and down the street. You can actually look at all the different businesses, which I think is pretty neat. But one thing specifically that you can do, so this has been used for Broadway Market was there for a while. You can scroll down, you can see where this is the Knoxville Fire Department, where they answer the phones. But you can click here where it says Street View November 2021, and you can actually see the different individual pictures that they've taken. So if you click here, you can look at 2021. You just click right here in this box, and it'll take you to this picture. If you wanted to see a historical, you can click that button, click there in that box, and it's going to take you to what they're able to see there as well. If you look down here in the bottom right corner, it's going to tell you when that image capture was. So this one here specifically is February of 2019. So you can scroll around so you can get a better idea of who is in these properties. And so you could say, potential use for this building could be this type of business, so on and so forth. And so you can even go back in here and go back out to the main road, which obviously has had a lot more Google traffic than what Cityscape Complex has. So if you get back to the main road, which is East Hill Avenue, you can see that that opens up a lot more pictures down here. So we can look at 2022 view, or we can even go all the way back to 2011 view. For the residential application I like on this, if you've got a property with, say, a metal roof and you're trying to figure out what year the metal roof was put on, this would be a perfect time to do this. So you can click on 2011. If you click on that picture, it's going to show you, and again, it's going to show you here, August 2011 is when this picture was taken. Or you can fast forward to a couple years. So this is March 16. You can click here in this picture. You can even click that little magnifying glass, and it's going to show you, all right, well, between 11 and 16, they've done some updates. So that'd be the perfect thing that you can do whenever you're looking at a property. So you can look at a neighborhood to see, what it was previously, especially like South Knoxville area. You can look and see what the properties look like then. You can look and see what properties look like now. You can easily drive up and down, especially if you have somebody who is out of town and they're trying to get a better idea. Why would they not just go to Google Maps? They can do the street view and they can actually look up and down the road, which I find is super neat, super helpful, that you can go in here and you can literally walk the street, be able to go into these individual complexes. And so, think about that for the commercial application. It's, what's that traffic count? What is it near? You can always do the 30,000 foot view. If you were to take out the street view, you could actually zoom in and you can decide what you want to show on a map or not on a map. So you can go in there and individually change all of your views, but then you can take this off and you can just zoom that up and down to be able to see what's here. So if you were to click that little button, it's going to tell you what this is. So permanently closed, but again, it's still going to have some of those reviews, which is nice to be able to have. And if you click on that property over here to the left, it's going to give you some information about them. It's going to give you their reviews. And then usually if you keep scrolling, it's also going to show you some other properties in this location. So if you're looking in cityscapes, you can click on that and be able to scroll down. So that's just a couple of uses that you guys can use. Again, you can look at that directory to see what else is in there and be able to find out some information about those properties. So it's a neat little tip that I found has been useful in my business. Hopefully it's useful in your business as well. Pull up Street View for Google Maps, click on these little blue lines, walk any of the properties that you've listed previously or anything that you're looking to list. There's a lot of things that goes into the external factors that we can't necessarily control whenever we're listing a property or whenever we're marketing a property. I think this can help us out, save us a little bit of actual driving time, a little bit of legwork by doing some of this research here on the computer. But definitely use that as a tool to, again, pitch who you want to see in that space or the past uses, previous uses. You can definitely look at that as well. And then same thing for residential. What's that area changed? How has it changed? What's been built new? What's been changed about that specific property? You can actually go back and see some of the historical stuff. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this was a good video to you guys. I'm going to try and always give some value add, especially through these videos. I'm going to get better and continue to do weekly videos is my plan. So you guys hold me to it. Use this tool. If you find a new use for this tool, please share it with me. I'd love to share it with everybody else and us collaborate to see how we can make both of our businesses better by using technology and tools like this. Good luck, and we'll see you soon.